This is not a Nintendo Switch. That's dusty. This is also not a Nintendo Switch. And this is definitely not a Nintendo Switch. None of them are. I really, really wish I had my Nintendo Switch right now. After the hands-on event the other day, it was so much fun to play with. I am genuinely so excited. But with that being said, I thought today's video, we'd talk about it a little bit and kind of cover some questions. Now, yes, a little bit different to my kind of usual videos I've been putting up recently. I was going to do a vlog today, but I went to an event, a really cool event, and you guys will find out about it soon. However, I'm not allowed to show it to you guys just yet. You're going to have to wait till Friday for that one. There's also something cool happening on Thursday, so a couple of cool vlogs coming this week, but I thought, you know what? Instead of having nothing until then, let's talk about the Switch. See, hopefully, you guys saw my event video on this channel, and if you guys are subscribed to the main channel, then you probably saw the plethora of videos that I uploaded, and you guys have been showing us some incredible support, so that's really awesome. But there have also been a lot of questions in the comments. Things about, say, the Joy-Con, the charge time, the internal storage, the different kind of controller configurations, the way you can use the console, stuff like that. So I figured let's answer those questions right here. First up, one of the big questions is to do with the Joy-Cons. How do you charge the Joy-Cons? How long do they last? And can you charge them while they're in the grip? Now, the Joy-Cons are the kind of small controllers that slide off the side of the Switch. For such a small controller, there's actually a lot of stuff packed into that little thing, but they are charged in a number of different ways. First things first, if you have them clipped onto the side of the Nintendo Switch and your Switch is in the dock, then they are charging. That is your primary method to charge them. If, however, you have your Switch out and you're playing in portable mode and they are joined on by the side, if you then plug a USB-C cable into the console, then they're also charging. That's number two. As for the Joy-Con grip, the one that comes with the console, this is the confusing thing. The one that comes with the console, the one that you slide the controllers into to basically form a more conventional shaped controller, that doesn't charge them, and you can't charge them while they're in that. What you can do, however, is buy a charging Joy-Con grip, which is, for all intents and purposes, identical, only you can plug a cable into it and charge it like that. You don't really need to worry about that though, because the Joy-Cons themselves, each of the individual little controllers, lasts for 20 hours. That is quite a long time considering most gameplay sessions you'll take a break in between then anyway, provided that when you do that, you remember to put the Joy-Cons back on the controller and put it in the dock, or plug it in via USB-C, then you're probably always going to keep them topped up anyway. So I, for one, haven't bothered pre-ordering the charging Joy-Con grip yet because I don't really think I'm going to need it. So yeah, that is the answer to that question. Next up, internal storage. A, how much internal storage is there? And B, how much can you extend it by using things like external memory cards? First things first, 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Now yes, I appreciate that doesn't sound like a great deal, but when you factor in that it is physical media, then you have cartridges. So if, say, like with Nintendo 3DS, you carry your games around in something like this, then you don't need to worry. Plug the cartridge in, job done, and you're laughing. If you decide to go digital, then you might be coming up against a few issues. So, with that being said, behind the kickstand on the back of the console is a micro SD card slot, so you can put micro SD cards in there to expand the memory. It also supports micro SD XC, that is the kind of extended capacity, and it supports micro SD XC up to 2 terabytes. Now, 2 terabyte SDXC cards don't actually exist right now, but it's basically Nintendo's way of future-proofing, so when they eventually release them down the line, then that is an option. Yes, admittedly, SDXC cards above, say, 100 gigabytes are a little bit pricey. It's not like trying to buy like an SSD that's 2 terabytes or an HDD. They are quite expensive, but regardless, for those of you guys wanting to know how to extend it, then yes, you can extend the internal memory up to 2 terabytes with SDXC when it comes out. As for when you're using the console in portable mode, kind of like this, except not these because these are not Nintendo Switches, the Nintendo Switch console lasts for between 2.5 to 6 hours depending on the game. So Breath of the Wild, the example they gave was that it would last about 3 hours, which is quite respectable for kind of a fully fledged game like that, when you kind of factor in something like a laptop or something if you're playing like a big game. And if you play some of the kind of less powerful games, think something like 1-2 Switch, then I imagine you get something much nearer to, say, 6 hours than that because there's not much going on the main screen. Next up, controller configuration. This is an interesting one. Some people were asking, can you use the Pro Controller, which is kind of like this, but not this. I'm just using whatever I have around because I don't have a Switch to be able to like show you guys this kind of stuff. So I'm grabbing whatever I have. Can you use this with the portable mode, i.e. when you're kind of not in the dock? And the answer is yes. Basically, every single control method that you can use when your console is docked, you can use when it's not docked. So if you have it out in portable mode, you can use Joy-Cons in each hand. You could put them on the side and use it as a kind of console like that. You can put them in the Joy-Con grip and use it like a normal controller. You can grab the Pro controller. You can even put the controller sideways, play multiplayer, put them into a little wheel and use it as a steering wheel. However you want, every single control method that you can use when the console is docked can also be used when it's not docked. Technically speaking, you have one more because you can put the controllers on the side. And unless you only want to sit by the dock and sit with your hands kind of like this while playing on a TV, then you're not really going to use that one. So yeah, yes, you can use a Pro controller when you are in portable mode. And then finally, this is one that I know some people want to know about: technical specifications. Bear in mind at this stage, Nintendo haven't kind of gone ultra in-depth on things. We've basically got the kind of public basic list of things. So 32 gigabytes internal storage, 720p visuals on portable mode with frame rate that depends on games. So Mario Kart runs at 60, Zelda runs at 30. 1080p visuals, up to 1080p visuals when you're in docked mode running on a TV. It's running a custom NVIDIA Tegra processor. It also has an 802.11 AC Wi-Fi adapter, but you can plug a USB Ethernet adapter in like the one you have for Wii or Wii U, and if you have the one for Wii U, then it will work on the Switch, and you can then plug an Ethernet cable into it if you so wish. On top of that, it also has a 6.2-inch multi-touch display, so of course it's going to be touchscreen for when you're in portable mode, and it also has 3 USB ports, 2 on the side of the dock, 1 in the back of the dock with a kind of fancy cable management system as well. So that's kind of it, or at least that should have covered a lot of the kind of frequently asked questions about Nintendo Switch. If you guys have got any more, drop them down below and I will do my best to answer them. And of course, once we get more in the kind of coming weeks and months and stuff, then I will of course keep you up to date. But it's not long until Nintendo Switch. I think it's like 45 days or something like that now, so I'm so excited. Needless to say, once I get that console, it's going with me everywhere, so even when I'm vlogging on this channel, I'm taking that thing with me, so you'll see it a lot when it comes out. But yeah, I figured I'd do something a little bit different today because, as mentioned, I told you guys before, I'm not always going to be in a position to vlog every single day, but that doesn't mean to say that when I'm not vlogging, there won't be video content on this channel. I've actually got some ideas for some other style videos, similar to sort of this kind of stuff, much more kind of conversational, chatty and stuff, still keeping it personal. But yeah, there'll be lots of cool stuff coming here. So hopefully you still enjoyed today's video, even though we didn't really go anywhere or do anything different. But stay tuned this week, a couple of cool events coming up. Definitely really awesome stuff. And also, if you guys remember the video I did when I fired some guns in the kind of Sniper Elite event the other week, the second part of that can go live this Thursday, where you get to see me fire the genuine sniper rifles in the 100-meter range, and there's some really cool stuff to accompany that, so definitely don't miss it. Lots of cool stuff coming this week. But until then, I'm out.